So, first thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to create a new PowerPoint Google presentation. So, similar to creating a new document, you go to the word create and then to the word presentation. Instead of document, we're going to presentation. So go ahead and click that and open it up. Now, a little reminder as to what we're doing. Okay, we only have a couple classes remaining this year with Kenbrook and all the fun stuff we have coming up. We need to be working efficiently. Today we're going to learn Google Presentation. In one Swift class, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. You will notice it'll go by faster. You will notice it'll go by faster than Microsoft PowerPoint because you already know the basics from PowerPoint. I just need to show you where those are in Google Presentation. Does that make sense? You already know the basics from PowerPoint. I'm just showing you the equivalent in Google Presentation so that you can find those areas quickly, efficiently, and see how they work. You'll notice when we open up Google Presentation, the first thing it asks is to choose a theme. Do we like to click a theme right away? No, we want to put the information in first. So we're going to just click Simple Light and then click OK. We will be able to choose a different one later. If you already chose a different one, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But I prefer you just be the plain one. Yes? That's fine. If it didn't even ask you, don't worry about it. Joey, question. You good? Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to add a title. The title is going to be Deer, as in D-E-E-R. Like Kenbrook, Deer. Deer, and you're going to put by your name, by Mr. Lang. Okay, so Deer by Mr. Lang. Yes?
Deer's friendly.
Which friends are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, on Google Presentation, you also need to title your presentation just like you would title a Word document. So we're going to click on the word Untitled Presentation, and we're going to change that to Deer, D-E-E-R, and then click OK. D-E-E-R, and then click OK. Now, benefits to using Google Presentation over Microsoft PowerPoint. It's online. You can access this from wherever you are in the world with a computer and internet connection. Also, your devices have Google Drive enabled so you can be looking and watching your presentation from a device. Now, you cannot edit your presentation on your device, but you can view. Tegan.
Do presentations save like documents?
Yes, they save just like documents. You'll notice right next to the word help, it says all changes saved in Drive. Let me explain first the areas of the screen. In the top right hand corner, there's the word share. That's where you would click, obviously, to share it with a friend, have others have access to view, or to just see it. Comments. You don't really need to worry about comments at this time. Present. This is where you would go to play your presentation. So if I click on Present from Beginning, you'll notice it starts to present Deer by Mr. Lang. And since this is the only slide, that's all it will do. But that's how you play the presentation. You go to Present. Next, I want to explain this toolbar over here. Everyone up on the board, look at this toolbar. The first toolbar we have is this plus sign. This is how you add a new slide. And if you click the little down arrow next to the slide, that will allow us to choose which format you want the new slide to appear as. You'll notice there's title slide, title and body, title in 2 columns, title only, caption, and blank. Okay? So, they're basic, but they're effective. Okay? Again, if you added a slide, don't do this yet, but if you accidentally added a slide and you're like, oh, I don't want that slide. On the left-hand side, you can right-click and say delete. You may also move the slides over there. Yes?
You can press the backspace button.
Oh no!
Yes, the next arrow right here is the undo and redo buttons. Undo and redo buttons. Okay? So if you make a mistake, you can click undo or redo. Next, do you guys see the T with the box around it? That's our simple text box. If you ever needed to add another text box, you could do that there. The next box is image. This is where you would insert an image. We will do this later. We will be inserting an image. Shapes. We can create some fun shapes, and in some of them you can type within it. So for instance, under callout, we have the thought bubble. So we could do a thought bubble and type inside what someone's thinking. Like, ooh, I can't wait to go to deer. I'm so excited. And finally, we have lines. Now, these words over here, these are important as well. We're going to work on all these today. There's background. This will be able to change our background colors. Don't do it yet. We'll do it together. Layout. This is where you go if you create a new slide, but you added the wrong layout. So you could change the layout right there. Theme. Let's say you're like, oh, shoot, I didn't want that theme. I wanted a different theme. This is where we would go to change the theme. And transition. Yes, sir.
Mine's not there.
If you don't see those words, simply click in the white space above deer. If you don't see those words, click in the white space above deer and they should appear. Are we good?
Yeah.
Alright, here's how this is going to work. I have a lot of stuff to get through, and I want to do it all in one class. So, you are going to follow along, boys. You're going to follow along with me. If you don't finish, when I tell you to stop, turn, look up at the board, that's okay. Stop, turn, look up on the board. It's okay if you don't finish. This isn't graded. This is just practice. Next class, you'll have a mini project to practice even more, and then we'll take the assessment. Okay, so that should be pretty smooth. What I'd like you to do now is add a new slide, title, and body. Add a new slide, title, and body. So you go to that plus sign and add a new slide, title, and body. And in the title, I want you to title it, What is deer? Dominic, you need any help? What's wrong? I like your name, Dominic. What is deer? Now, when you click in the box below, the bigger text box, in Microsoft PowerPoint, we got those bullets, remember? They're not showing right away. Here's how you get the bullets. Click inside the box, and up in this top right-hand corner area, you should see the bullets. Up in the top right-hand corner, you should see the bullets. Go ahead and pick a bullet that you want to be using. And let's type deer stands for... Now we need to find this answer. Deer stands for... Then we need to find this answer. To find the answer, on your keyboard, hold down the Commands key. Hold down the Commands key, which is next to the space bar. And then press the letter T as in Tom. Press the letter T as in Tom. That opens up a new tab. Once you're at that new tab, go to the Hershey Middle School homepage. Command, next to the space bar, and then the letter T as in Tom. And I need you to go to one of either of these two teacher websites. Either Mr. Warfel or Mr. Huggendoubler. Your choice, Warfel or Huggendoubler. Warfel or Huggendoubler. They're the two in charge of Camp Kenbrook. They have the links on their page. Warfel or Huggendoubler. And then once you go to their site, on the left-hand side, click on the word deer. And you should be able to find what deer stands for on that web page. You can then type that Dairy Township Environmental Educational Retreat on our slide. Dairy Township Environmental. Question.
I was just wondering if we should underline.
You can if you want, like I did. You can if you want, like I did. You are also going to add the following.
I think we shouldn't underline the T because that's not here.
You're right, I shouldn't underline the T. I wasn't thinking. Okay, I want you to also add those two other bullets. All 6th graders attend, and I am going with either the first or second group.
Mr. Lang,
Yes.
how do I spell environmental?
ENVIRONMENTAL. You can just right click it.
Fine, I'll do it too.
Okay, take another minute. Take another minute. Okay, we're going to come back to this slide later. We're going to come back to this slide later. If you're not done yet, that's okay. We're going to move on. Let's add a new slide, and the new slide is title and 2 columns. If you're not done yet, that's okay. Let's add a new slide, title and 2 columns. In the new slide, title and 2 columns, our title is going to be lessons. Lessons. We just created a new slide, and it's a title with 2 columns. And the title is the word lessons. Now, hypothetically, if you created the wrong slide, you could change the layout right here. If you created the wrong layout slide, you could change it right here where the word layout is. All right, on the left-hand side, no bullet this time. On the left-hand side, no bullet. And we're typing one really fun lesson is stream survey. One really fun lesson is stream survey. And then just stop. One really fun lesson is stream survey. And then just stop. Okay, now, do you remember back on Microsoft PowerPoint, in the right-hand side, you could click on a little icon to get pictures? Notice it doesn't have that. It just says click to add text. We do not want text. We're going to want a picture. So we're going to get rid of this text box. Here's how you get rid of a text box. I am going to click on the line on the outside. Do you notice the line that's gray? Click on it so the line turns blue and press delete on your keyboard. If it did not delete, that probably means you clicked on the inside and there's a cursor and then you tried to click delete. That won't work. You need to click on the blue line on the outside and then press delete. Anyone have problems with that? Good. Okay, so you click on the blue line on the outside, then press delete. Yes. Click on the blue line. Now press delete. No, on your keyboard. Just press delete. There it is. Okay, now we're going to add a picture to the right-hand side. What picture are we going to add? Go back to either Mr. Warfel or Mr. Huggendoubler's webpage, and you see a picture of what?
Dream survey.
Now, here is an easy way to do the pictures. Let me show you an easy way to do the pictures. Okay, we are not going to do the drag and drop method that we did on PowerPoint. Okay, I'm going to show you a different way. We're going to do a different way. Right-click on the picture. Right-click on the picture. You will see somewhere when you right-click on the picture, it's okay, right-click on the picture. You will see somewhere on the when you right-click it, depending on your browser. If you have Safari, you should see the word copy image address. If you have Chrome, you should see copy image URL. If you're in Firefox, you should see copy image location. Click that. So either copy image address, copy image URL, or copy image location. Go ahead and click that.
Should we do the full picture?
Doesn't matter. Now go back to our dear PowerPoint.
I can't.
Go back to our dear PowerPoint. Hit it. Yeah, you can. Okay, now we're going to go to that image logo right here next to the text box. Remember the image logo? Click on that. And we get our image editor. We get our image editor. Now, we just copied the website address. So the third one down says insert by URL. So click on that, by URL. And go ahead and now right-click paste in the box, paste an image. Do you guys all see the image show up on your screen?
No.
No? Let me help you. Click on the insert image, then click by URL. Right-click, paste inside. Right-click, paste. By URL. On the left. By URL.
Oh my gosh,
Box. Hey, Glenn. Knock it off. Okay, at the bottom, please press select, and you should see your image appear. The image usually appears too large. When you want to shrink it, you always take it from one of the corners. Take it from the corner and shrink it down, and then move over into the blank area. You'll notice these little red lines may appear. That's telling you if it's centered or not on your screen. Okay? We have one more slide, and then we're going to start making it fun with all kind of colors. One more slide to make. Go ahead and create a new slide, and this slide, the format, is going to be title only. Title only. And the title will be activities. And one, it doesn't matter which one, pick one activity that you want to, one activity you want to show. So Excalibur, Gaga Ball, Fishing, Artist Corner, Nature Walk, any of them. So we created a new slide. That slide was title only. We wrote activities and one activity that we're doing. Yes.
I guess you're gonna be fishing with me.
Possibly.
You're gonna be there?
I will be there.
Yes. Wait, the first or second session?
Second.
Oh.
Yes, sir. What? Cool.
He's not in mine. You're over Delaney.
Nice.
I'm in it.
Okay. 6th grade, quiet up. We're almost done now. now that we have all of our content, we're going to do the fun stuff. We're going to change the theme. We're going to change the colors. We're going to change the animation, the transitions, all the fun stuff that you like, correct? No, you don't like that? Well,
I like the pathways.
well, we're going to do it anyway to make it more fun looking. Let's go back to the first slide. Go back to the first slide that said deer. And if you don't see it, you need to click in the white space above the word deer and click on theme. You may now choose any theme you would like. However, I do not recommend sketched. And for one of the things that we're going to do, sketch does not work well. So you can choose any of them. Do not choose sketched. It does not usually work well.
No, what happened?
When you click on the theme you want, click OK. And your slide should change.
I want sketch.
I just said sketch doesn't usually work well with this. That's fine. Now, couple things. Some people may see on their slides their font has like a white background. Did you see that? Those are the people who copied and pasted. Oh, so here's what you do if that came up. If yours has a white background, highlight your font. Highlight your font. And find this logo that has a T and an X next to it. It has the T with a little X next to it. So highlight, and it should go to normal. If you have font that looks weird because it was copied and pasted, all you have to do is highlight it and click this T and an X. It clears the formatting. I already did it. Mine was okay. Okay. Here's what we're going to do first. Go to slide 3, the one with our picture. Remember how in PowerPoint we learned how to make a picture border?
Yes.
We're going to do that same thing. Go ahead and click on the picture. Notice when I click on the picture, what icons appear and disappear when I highlight and then unhighlight the picture. Do we see that up on the top?
Yes.
Okay, it changes from background layout theme transition to these lines. Now, when I click on the pencil line color, it gives me colors for my border. Everyone look up at the board for a second. The colors up at the top are your basic colors. I strongly recommend using the colors under theme and custom. Why? It matches the other colors on your screen. So for instance, the pink and the yellow stand out really well on this slide. I'm going to use that yellow as my border. Now what's still wrong with my picture?
It's not, you can't see the border.
Okay, so I'll make it thicker. That's done right here with the line weight. I'm going to make it an 8. And now what do we think? What do we think? Pretty cool?
24.
You can even change. I can maybe do it to the pink color if I liked pink better.
Wait, Mr. Lang, how do we make it better?
How do you make it bigger? Right next to that pencil was the line weight. Right next to the line weight, you can change it from a solid line to dashes if you wanted.
I like solid.
Or if you don't like that, hit the undo button. Okay, listen, next. Click on your picture. Click on your picture. And do you see the shapes? The shapes are up at the top. Let's try something like, don't do something too outrageous, but something simple like I'm going to do this one where it is it like has rounded edges. This second one it looks like rounded rectangle.
I'm doing 3D square.
Whoops. Hold on. You have to select it first.
I'm making a golden ingot.
I apologize. I thought that would have changed mine. I thought it changed the
Oh, it doesn't change
It doesn't change it. I'm sorry. Forget that. If you created a circle, just delete it by clicking on hang delete key.
Whoa! That thing's so big. Oh my gosh! Oh.
Yeah.
You figured it out. You have to go to this crop image thing and then yeah. Shape.
Oh, that's where it was. I apologize. Here's how you do that. Click on the picture. I knew there was a way. Click on the picture, and you see the crop logo?
Yeah.
Crop logo is the last logo. Click on the down arrow, and then you can change the shape.
Could you change it to any shape?
You can change it to any shape that you find that looks nice.
I did a cloud. Mine's kind of like a cloud.
That really messes with the shred. It looks like it's going out. Yeah, it looks like it's going out.
Okay, 6th grade, quiet, stop, turn, look at the board. Quiet, stop, turn, look at the board. Now, we have a really cool looking picture, but we could also, depending on our slide, change this text box where it says one really fun lesson is stream survey. What I'm first going to do is click on that text box to activate it. Do you remember how in PowerPoint we centered the words inside the text box? Remember how we did that?
Yeah.
How we centered the words? Here's how you do it over here. You click the align button and you see these 3 arrows, up, middle, and down. So click on your text box and go over to the align, and let's click that middle arrow where the arrows go up and down. That makes your font go in the direct center of the text box. We can also change the background. When I click on, eyes up on the board again. When I click on my text box, I can change the fill. I'm going to change it to that light yellow color. I'm going to give my border outline pink, and I'm going to make it 8-point again. And I'm going to make my font's over here, the blue background blue color. I'm going to shrink the box a little bit so it's the same size as my picture. And there we go. I think it looks cool too. How do I make that again? I'll do it one more time for everyone to see. Okay, first thing I did, I clicked on the text box. One really fun lesson is stream survey. I went to the fill bucket and I gave it a fill and I used one of my theme colors. I then chose the line color on the outside and made it thicker. I shrunk it so it was the size of my picture. And inside, I changed the font color to my background color blue.
That doesn't look like blue.
Doesn't look like blue? All right, I'll change it to look more like blue. Now that looks like blue.
What if you just had a plain white background?
Well, you can make the font white. Do we see how these little simple things really add some element to our slides? Kind of makes it different, makes it fun. I like that. Yeah. Over here.
Oh my gosh.
Huh? Over here. Yep. Okay. Listen up. Next, go to slide 2. If you're not done, that's okay. Go to slide 2. We're moving on. This is just for practice. We still have about 15 more minutes left in class. Yes? No. You need to go?
No.
Oh, no. You're good. Okay, slide 2. Everyone on slide 2. Notice how all of our slides have the same color background, right? Let's switch that up a little bit. I want you to click the word background right here. If you don't see the word background, click in a blank area on your slide or like just over to the side, click background. Do you see where it says color? Choose a different color underneath your theme. Make sure it's still part of your theme. You don't want it to be crazy.
Mine's also.
Pick a color that matches your theme. When you're done, click done, not apply to all. Apply to all will do it to every single slide, and that's not good. So once again, here's how you do that. I'm clicking on the word background. If you don't see the word background, click over here in the gray area. Okay? Click on the word background. Choose a color that's part of your theme that you find that looks good with your slides. When you're done, click the word done, not apply to all. You may need to now change your font color. To change your font color, you highlight the font. You come up here next to bold, italicized, underline, and you can change the font color. Make sure the font is easy enough to read. So that's one easy way to keep it the same theme, but switch up your background color a little bit. You are about 4 steps behind. Stop. We're not on that one. Yep. Now go to background. Change the color. Oh. Okay. Okay, next thing we're going to do. Do you guys remember?
Oh, crap.
Do you guys remember how we had the master slide in PowerPoint? Remember the master slide? Let's say I want each of my titles. For instance, I want Dear, What is Dear, Lessons, and Activities to be underlined. Let's go to Slide, Edit Master. Up at the top, click on Slide, and go down to Edit Master. Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Okay, stop. It's quiet. Oh, I like that. That looks good. Okay, quiet.
Can you do that again?
Yes, I'll do that one more time. Okay? Go up to the word slide and then edit master. Go up to the word slide and then edit master. Now, by default, when you open the slide master, it has the first layout selected. We do not want to be on this first slide layout. We want to be on the master, which is up at the very top. So click on that first icon that says master. And then it says, click to edit master title slide. You need to click on it. Now, if the first time you click on it, it doesn't look like it's clicking on it specifically, slide over so you get it specifically on the word. Click to edit master title slide. And then what do we want to do?
Underline.
Go up to underline and click underline.
Change the font.
We're not changing the font, we're just underlining it. After you underline, you can close the slide master by this white X in the top right hand corner. Okay, in the top right hand corner, click on the X. Everyone look up on the board where it is. I'm circling it with the mouse.
Circle.
Go ahead and click on the X. And now go through each of your slides. Your title should be underlined.
This is exciting.
This is exciting. Okay, next order of business. Backgrounds. Go back to the slide number 4. Go to slide number 4 where we have our activity. Go to slide number 4 with our activity. Now, I already showed you how to change the background color, right? I'm only showing you this because I think it's cool, but you should not overuse it. This should only be used on slides where you have very few, that's the key, very few words. Because if you have too many words, it gets too confusing. This slide has only 2 words, activities and then your activity. We're going to choose the word background. Go ahead and do that. Click on background. And then click on image choose. We're going to have an image as our background. Click on image choose. The image box pops back up. Maybe.
It's doing it for everybody except you.
There we go. Okay, now, instead of doing it by the URL, we're going to go to search. So click at the very bottom and click search.
They're different ones.
Now, there are 3 search boxes we can choose from. Google will search Google Images. But note it says results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modification. Meaning, it will not show you copyrighted photos, which is good for us. Life. Life shows you more old photos used from Life magazine. These are good if you want government photos, NASA photos, war photos, anything that you would think maybe is old time, that would be good. And stock images. Stock images is more like your clip art. Stock images is more like your clip art. So I'm going to click on stock images. You can choose it whatever you want. I'm going to try fishing and search. Now, think about this for a second. If you have Excalibur or Gaga, what would be a better word to search instead of Excalibur, Tegan? Capture the flag. How about Gaga? Dodgeball. Okay, when you find a picture you like, look up on the board. I'm going to click on this picture right here that I like, and I'm going to click select. Clay. I'm going to click on the picture and click select. If select will not let you click anything, just double click on the picture. When you double click on the picture should come in the background. You want to click done. Do not click apply to all. You want to click done. Do not click apply to all.
No.
You may need to change your font for your text box or move your text box accordingly. Questions? Now, remember when you're searching, think back to our key to keywords. Something like artist point may not have any results, but the word artist would. Yes? Yes, it does. There's a good flag.
You gotta capitalize UC. I like that.
Hey, look.
Are you kidding me? What? Joey, Joey. Joey, look at mine. Joey, look at mine. I mean, she was here. How do you find some background? Good. Joey. This was a Minecraft.
What was it that
Remember, if it won't let you click select, just double click on the image.
Oh, everyone knows. Oh my God.
Okay, 6th grade, quiet up.
Can you help me with the
Just double click on it.
no, I mean,
Not yet. Those are all not copyrighted. Okay, 6th grade, quiet. Listen up. Now, I know that one's fun because it's a big picture. Make sure your font on your words can be read from a distance. If not, you can maybe do something like this. You can take your box, your text box right here, and you can add a background. Okay, maybe you want to add a little background. You can make the words a different color. And you can make this a little bit smaller. I can make it in the middle. And now, no matter what, I know people can read it. Just double click on the picture. And then done.
He's funny.
Okay, 10 more minutes. I have a few more things I'd like to show you, please. Few more things. If you're not done, that's okay. We're moving on. Go back to slide 2. Go back to slide 2. The last two things we need to learn is animation and transitions. Last two things, animations and transitions. Okay, animate. I want each of my bullets to come in individually. I click on the text box. Go ahead and just click on the text box once. So I just click right inside. And I'm going to go into Insert Animation. Up at the top you see the word Insert. Go down to the word Animation. I'm highlighted over it right now if you are confused. Insert Animation. When you click on Animation, a box opens on the right hand side. Hands off the mouse. Don't get clicker friendly. Just watch me for a second. Hands off the mouse. Watch me for a second, please. You have not as many options, but they're still sufficient. Clay. You can do fade in, fade out, fly in, fly out, zoom in, zoom out, and spin. Let's say I click zoom in. Do you see where it says by paragraph? If it's clicked, it's going to come in individually by bullets. Once I think I have it, I can close up the animation box, and I can try it out by clicking present. Let me do it from the beginning. Present from beginning. So, I have my Deer by Mr. Lang. I'm going to click it and it should go to the next slide. It does. When I click, it should fly in 1 by, click again, 1. Okay? And then each other slide is by itself. Now, here's where some students get confused. Let's say I wanted to change it. I go back to my text box and click Insert Animation again. Notice, now it's giving me a second option. My zoom in on click is already there. They're now saying, oh, do you want a second one? No, I'd click this X and go back to zoom in, and maybe I didn't want it by paragraph. Now I can close it up, and when I play from beginning, notice when I click, it's all going to come in together. Boom.
What if you want it faster or slower?
If I want it faster or slower, good question. I come in, I go to Insert Animation again. Remember, it's going to want you to do a second one. You click the little X, I go back, I can change the speed. Let's say I want it to go more on the slow side. Okay? Close it up. Present. Now when I click, it'll go slower. Ready? 3, 2, 1, click. Whoa. Alright? So, that's how you do animation. Finally, one last thing, then you can go on and play on your own. Transitions. The word transition is up at the top next to theme. Very similar. It's not, you don't have as many transitions, but enough. I'm going to do the cube. I'm going to click cube. Again, I can change the speed. And what did we always click in PowerPoint? Apply to all slides. I'm going to click apply to all slides. Close it up. Present from beginning. And let's take a look at my beautiful PowerPoint. I have Deer by Mr. Lang. It's going to look like a cube. What is Deer? It's going to pop up. It's going to cube again when I click. One really fun lesson is stream survey. Click again, and I have my activities is fishing. To exit, I can click on exit at the bottom or just hit the escape key. And that's it, folks. Google presentation. Next class, you are going to have a mini project where you get to practice all of this. I will be here to help you. And finally, we will do our Google presentation assessment on Milton Hershey. Are there any questions?